headset, but I think I've got it set up now. Cool. It is 2 minutes until my time that I set to start streaming here. And unfortunately, I'm going to be a little bit late. I've got to go take care of a couple of things, and I will be right back. It won't take me too long at all. I know I'm talking to an empty room at the moment, but oh well. I'll be right back. Oh, I'm so sorry about all the noise, guys. I didn't realize what was going on there. I turned down my mic volume a little bit, and I hope that helps. I didn't realize what was going on there. I turned down my mic volume a little bit, and I hope that helps. Oh no, there's gonna be an echo. I was setting up Twitch on my other computer that I've got next to me so I can look at the chat and stuff. That way I can actually talk to you guys. Normally when I draw like this, I kind of keep to myself and don't really talk a whole lot, and I don't think that's very good for streaming, so I decided that this time I'll actually interact with the chat for once and actually take some of your stupid doodle requests. And what those are is, I mean, could be anything. Anything kind of ridiculous. Like, my favorite thing to kind of request other people when they're doing this sort of thing is a centaur wearing a horse mask. And that's just because I'm a big old dork and I think it's hilarious. And I actually got Caldwell and Nathan Yaffe to, they're from the Drawfee channel if you've seen them on YouTube or if you've heard their podcast, What Should We Draw? Highly recommended. But they're both pretty well known and great, hilarious artists, and they did their take on my centaur wearing a horse mask idea, which was a horse wearing a centaur mask. So that was pretty entertaining. Shout out to those guys. I really appreciate you taking my email suggestion in your last podcast episode. That made my whole night. And shout out to Caldwell for actually talking to me on Twitter for a minute when I posted my little gift to you in response, which was an inside joke that they had made regarding my suggestion. And that was pretty good. Let's see here. Is anybody joining us just yet? It says I have one viewer, but that could be me. So I'm not quite sure how Twitch counts their people, but I'm gonna wait just a little bit before I get started here, see if anybody else shows up. I guess in the meantime, I can make a big ol' announcement on Twitter, Facebook, whatever, telling people that, hey, I'm online right now. You should join. Tell me what to draw. So, sorry if I'm quiet for a second. Just taking care of that. My tweet has been sent out. If you want to, you can I have been muted this whole time, and I've been talking to myself. Oops. Okay, I'm sorry about that. I guess I must have hit the mute button on my headset's little button thing. Sorry, guys. But I'm back now, and I just made a few announcements on YouTube and on Twitter and Facebook, letting people know that my stream is live. We're getting started now. I did say hello to RachBurns in my chat there. She's one of my DeviantArt friends. I'm really glad that she's here. This is going to be pretty cool. And since you are the first person here, you get to make the first stupid doodle request. If you want to, it's going to be something really simple, just for laughs. So if you want to give me an idea, you can leave that in the chat. In the meantime, I'm going to explain what those doodle bucks are that I just put in the chat section there. Basically, as you're watching my channel here on Twitch, you're going to get 2 doodle bucks per minute, and you can use those to buy drawing requests for me. And they can be anything from a simple little crappy doodle, like this one, to something a little bit more detailed, to something with clean lines and even color added to it, depending on how many doodle bucks you have and that you're willing to spend. An upside down kitty cat. Oh man, that's going to be a challenge. I will give that a shot though, as I continue to talk about these doodle bucks here. If you follow me on Twitter or YouTube, you'll also get bonus doodle bucks. I think it's every week. I think you get 10 bonus doodle bucks every week just for following me, and that's it. But yeah, you can use those to buy drawings for me, and if you just got to the chat, I'm going to put that info in there one more time. And you can click on that link to see what you can buy with it. And that's just something fun that I wanted to do on here, since my channel's focused on, these silly little art things that I'm doing. So, okay. RachBurns wants an upside down kitty cat. Let's do this. If you're curious, I'm using Paint Tool Sai. It's probably, in my opinion, the best drawing software that you can get, unless you want to learn how to use Photoshop, which is better, but it's so damn complicated. Let's see here. Rach, you want to tell me why this kitty's upside down? I'm kind of curious. I mean, cats are cats. This is a good point that I'm about to make. You can't always, there's really not always a reason for why a cat is upside down, or why a cat's doing anything at all, ever. But let's see here. I'm curious to see what you can come up with for why our kitty friend here is upside down. Also, just so you know, I'm drawing with a Wacom Bamboo Create tablet, or Wacom, however you pronounce it. But it's a graphics tablet. It's a lot of fun to play with. I probably wouldn't have gotten this ever if it wasn't for my awesome dad, so shout out to him for getting me this as a Christmas present years and years ago. It really, really, helped me improve as an artist, I think. And I know back then, my art wasn't, it wasn't really all that great. So all the support that I got is kind of ridiculous, and I appreciate it, and I love you for that. That's awesome. Let's see here. Here's our upside down kitty cat. I'm gonna say this cat is upside down because it is actually a crossbreed. It's chimera. It's also a bat. Maybe it just went flop. I need to go back and read the chat every once in a while. I like my idea better, so I'm gonna go with that because this is gonna be hilarious. But yeah, cats quite often just flop, and that is why most of them would be upside down in any given situation. But this right here, this cat's special. Let's see here, get his wings going. Right now it looks like it's just you and I in here right now, Rach, and that's okay. Hopefully we'll get some more people showing up, but in the meantime, just gives me more time to work on your quest. So, that's alright. How are you doing anyway? Of course I'm gonna give it the bat wings and everything too. It's, how could it be a vampire bat cat? Cat bat? Bat cat makes me think of like Batman as a cat. So probably shouldn't go with bat cat, but cat bat possibly. If you have any better ideas to name our friend here, go for it. Count Catula? Yeah, I'm open to suggestions. Give him a little bit of fluffy belly fur there. Gotta have fluffy belly to tempt you to pet it, even though you know you're just gonna get scratched and bitten for doing so. But darn it, it's just so soft and cute. This thing's cracking me up already. Oh, look at him. He's cute. Okay. Oh, that was a weird tail for a second. How should his tail be? I'm gonna say his tail's kinda just flopping there behind him. That's a tail. Don't know if you can tell or not, but don't know if you can tail or not. Ha ha ha. Accents. Okay. Well, here's our cat friend hanging upside down there. The vampire kitty. Yeah, let's go with that. Vampire cat. And he's hanging on to a little branch with his special vampire cat feet. Last night I was hanging out in a stream with a streamer known as, I think his name was DanJakes. He was pretty cool. He said that he might join in this, my stream here today. Don't know if he will or not, but that would be neat if he could get in here. If not, that's alright. Still, shout out to him. I actually host him on my channel when he's live because I think he was pretty entertaining. I joined him for some Jackbox games last night. And he suggested that I draw the Green Ranger, but I mean, it could be a silly doodle request if, and only if, we can find something for this Green Ranger to be doing. So, I need a suggestion for what the Green Ranger is doing. Something silly. Something ridiculous and out of the blue. And I'm relying on you, Rach, right now, because I think you're still the only one in here. He's just waiting for some fool to walk under him with any kind of meat. Yeah, or catnip. I wonder if he'd be addicted to catnip. Vampire kitty. Let's see here. While I'm waiting for your idea for what the Green Ranger is up to, I'm gonna mark down here that this was your request. And that you wanted an upside down cat, and then this happened. Yup. So that's pretty good. I like that one. Okay. Green Ranger is doing his secondary job as a forest ranger, where he's just stuck mowing grass. No one else wanted to go on their uniforms. That's great. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do Green Ranger, the lawn specialist or gardener, whatever you. You know what? That's actually a good profession for him, Green Ranger, because you know he's got a green thumb. Don't judge me. I love my puns. Okay, I'm gonna shrink our vampire cat to make room for this Green Ranger mowing the lawn. Okay, let's see here. Now, if you'll excuse me for just 1 second, I've got to get my phone up here and Google Green Ranger. After I text my buddy for a second. 1 second. shout out to Code E27, who is another pretty awesome streamer. I'm gonna put his name in the chat. You should look him up and follow him sometime. It's one of my friends in real life. And he streams, sometimes he does Jackbox games, Grand Theft Auto, a few other games. I watched him play a horror game. Shoot, what was the name of that game? It was really good. Like, the graphics were beautiful, and it was just a lot of fun watching him play it. So, I'm gonna have to ask him what that was if he shows up here. He probably won't, though, because he is at work currently. Okay, looking up that Green Ranger. Sorry for the distraction. I just found a picture of a cosplay costume that just, I mean, it's okay, but it's got I'm sorry, it's got the fake muscles built into it, and it's cracking me up. Okay, probably shouldn't base it off of a cosplay costume though, so I'm gonna go back and find an actual clip from the show screen capture. Oh yeah, cosplay is fun. Let's see here. Oh god, you're hilarious. Yeah, RachBurns just said, continuing with Vampire Kitty, you mentioned catnip. Can you imagine all of those all flopped out into a patch of catnip? That would be pretty funny. For some reason, I just had a mental flashback to Australian drop bears. Which, if you don't know what those are, apparently it's some kind of bear in Australia that drops onto its prey from the trees, which would be terrifying. And I think somebody recently just said something about those being a myth, but I don't know. I haven't really looked into many things, but judging by the general wildlife in Australia, as dangerous as it tends to be over there, would not surprise me. Okay, sorry for the delay here. Trying to find a good reference image for this Green Ranger. And I think I finally found one. So we can get started. Oh, looks like we've got another person watching my stream. If you want to, you can... Oh, hey, it's Grafeld. Welcome to the stream, and if you have any stupid drawing requests, feel free to leave them in the chat, and I'll get to it soon. Right now I'm working on DanJakes' request of the Green Power Ranger. He's gonna be fun to draw, but wasn't exactly a stupid request, so RachBurns helped out and suggested that I draw him mowing the lawn, doing yard work. And I thought that was appropriate, you know, Green Ranger. It's gotta have a green thumb, right? So, let's draw him mowing that grass. I had to look up a reference image for the Green Ranger so that I got it right. Alright. I have never drawn a Power Ranger before. I had no idea that their helmets were shaped the way they are. I guess I hadn't really paid attention since I was a kid in the 90s. Oh, let's see here. Don't judge. Okay. He'll be mowing that lawn. And I'm trying to pay attention to chat too while I draw, so sorry if I seem distracted or forget to talk for a couple minutes. yeah, Grafeld, you're not wrong. There are a bunch of different costumes for Power Rangers. Good suggestion. I think I'm just going to stick with the one that I've got here. Do you know what generation it was that Tommy was the Green Ranger? Because that's the one that I got up right now. And it seems easy enough to draw. I used to watch Power Rangers all the time when I was a kid. But man, that was such a long time ago. I honestly don't remember much. I just remember that it was super over the top and I loved it. Whenever I played with my friends, I was always the Yellow Ranger because my name is Sunshine and Sunshine is yellow. And I also like yellow. Yellow's better than pink in my opinion. And back in those days, you couldn't get away with being a male ranger. Alright. Please excuse me while I derp around here trying to get this looking good enough. Okay, so we got our Green Ranger coming into play here. Probably should have found a better reference image, but I think I'm going to do that actually, bring it up on my other computer. Oh, Grafeld, I'm actually drawing with a Wacom Bamboo Create tablet. And I'm using Paint Tool Sci, which is my favorite drawing program. Aha, that's a better reference. Okay. Cool. Their costumes are so silly looking. I mean, back in the day when I was a kid watching this on TV, I didn't think a thing about it. It was just the coolest thing ever. But looking at it now and looking at them and their poses and their everything, it's just, it's the best thing. It's just so dorky. I love it. But man, it was when I was a kid. Power Rangers. Yeah, that was the thing. Okay, I think I found a way better reference to work with. I'll send you guys a link to what I'm looking at. Wait a minute, that took me to YouTube. Didn't want that. I want to look at the image. There we go. Okay. Back over to Twitch. Yes, RachBurns, Power Rangers, definitely fun. Okay, that in the chat, what I just left there is the reference image that I'm looking at currently to help me out here. I'm trying to get through these requests quickly so I can get to everybody's drawing requests. I'm going to have to redraw that visor because this is a different one than the one I was originally looking at. But the one I was looking at was so pixely, it was hard to see. Okay, let's do this. These look like angry eyes, but they're not. They're I think those are like, I don't know, ventilation holes in the helmet there. But he just looks like a really angry face right now. So angry. Okay. Those are actually really intricately designed costumes. And get that visor drawn on there. And now it just looks like a really almost demented face right now. Why is this doing this to me? It's cracking me up over nothing. I need to make those ventilation holes smaller. Because right now it just... Oh, that face. It's making a face. Now it just looks like it's squinting at me. Well, great. Okay, it's a little bit better anyway. I can get those little details put in here. I probably shouldn't be focusing on these little details, because these are supposed to be simple drawing requests, but I mean, when they put so much effort into making these costume designs, how can I not? Okay, so I've got that part. And who can forget the face? Those lips on the helmet. Just puckering up. Or some sexy lips for that Green Ranger. I'm kidding, I'm not gonna go with those. That visor on there. Looking good, looking good. I'm gonna take a look back at chat. Angry kissy face, yes. Man, RachBurns, I had no idea you knew so much about Power Rangers. That's great. Yes, kiss fighting. Yeah, remind me never to get into a fight with you. That would be awkward. Okay. To answer your question though, Rach, asking about if this is Dragon Zord one, I don't remember anything from my days as a child watching Power Rangers, and I know that I should I tried to watch it again. I think Cryotic was streaming Power Rangers a while back, and I tried to watch it for a little bit, and it was the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, which is the one that I remember. And oh man, it was nostalgic and hilarious at the same time. Okay, making sure I'm drawing this right. Yep, you and I have that in common, Rach. Just going with that Yellow Ranger. Okay. Now to draw those succulent lips for the kissy fights. Looking all serious like, ah, I'm fighting. But I also have these pucker lips on my helmet. Honestly, what were they thinking? I have to know that. Like, I don't want to quote Drawfee too much because, I mean, I probably, without helping it, I'm probably subconsciously trying to emulate them a little bit because they are my heroes. But they recently did a video where they drew Power Rangers. That's not how that goes. Okay, let me fix that. Anyway, they recently did a video where they were requested to draw Power Rangers, so they did, and they were making a joke about how the inside of the mask where the lips are, their face is just so smushed up against that mask that their lips take the form of the lips on the mask, and that was pretty funny. I'm spending so much time drawing this, I'm not going to get around to anybody else's requests. I'm kidding, I'll get there. We've got all night. I have no plans. Though at about 11:30 I'm going to have to, well, less than that, probably about 11 o'clock or so, I'm going to have to go work on my fiance's dinner, because he joins me when he gets on his break at work. He lives close enough to the house that, he lives close enough to the house, guys. Just so you know, he lives close to home. He works close enough to the house that he can come home on his breaks and have dinner with me, so I like to make sure there's something for him to eat when he gets here. And tonight, at the store, filet mignon was on sale. So I got some. And I'm going to make that. If I'm still streaming about that time, I'll have to put the stream on hold so I can go do that. I think the helmet's shaped a little weird in my drawing, but I mean, it's not supposed to look perfect. Let's just move on and get to him mowing that lawn. And take a look back at that stream for a second. Grafeld, what's pretty neato? I'm sorry. It must have, I don't know if it was something I said or something I was drawing or what, but let's see here. Oh, okay. So RachBurns says the helmets are the eyes and bits of the Zords. Yellow Ranger had teeth and cat, eyes and nose. Dragon Zord had the eyes and the teeth. That pattern on the helmet's eyes. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, I gotcha. Oh yeah, Grafeld. That my fiance can come home for dinner while working. Yeah, it's pretty nice, especially since he works 12-hour shifts at the factory. So being able to come home and visit's nice. Otherwise, we'd hardly see each other. And Rach, I'm gonna click on your link really quick. Why did that not open? 1 second. Open a new tab. There we go. Oh, that thing. Yes. That I do remember. Yeah, 12-hour shifts. Unfortunately, where we're at right now, if you want a job, you gotta put up with it. Those are the hours that the factories work. And they will work you till you're exhausted. Don't laugh at me, Rach. No judgment, damn it. Okay, okay, so I got that. I'm gonna have to look for a full body reference eventually, but right now, let's get to work on this. So, this is my first time streaming like this, so I'm sorry if it's a little, I don't know, unorganized. But I am doing my best, and I'll try to get around to everybody's requests here. I put so much detail on the helmet, and then I'm just gonna like half-ass the rest of his body to save time. Oh boy, I forgot to make a new layer. 1 second. Cut. New layer. Paste. It's all good. Okay. That way I can move him around without moving around Dracula Cat there. Okay. But yeah, I put so much effort into that helmet, and I'm just gonna do the rest of the body all half-assed to save time. Hope you don't mind, but it's gonna look a little silly. But you know what? That's okay. That's what we came here for. Whoops. Okay. There we go. I'm mowing that lawn. Oops, I forgot to... There we go. Move it around so I can see a little better. You know, I did not realize how difficult it was going to be to commentate while drawing. I normally draw when I'm alone and quiet, and I don't think about talking to people while I do so. I kind of gave him a little bit of chub there, didn't I? Big old belly. Okay. Gonna look up a full body reference really quick. Some of these outfits, though, I swear. There we go. What? Okay, this is hilarious. I'm gonna use this as my reference. And I'm about to post the link in the chat so you can see it. Because this is funny. I'm actually not gonna use it as a reference because it's too pixely, but this is still a gem. Oh, Grafeld. Yeah, I've got my... I'm drawing on my PC, and I've got a laptop next to me that I'm using to go between, you know, drawing and looking at the chat. That way I don't have to keep opening and closing windows to do so. Okay. And I also keep the laptop up so I can look at references on there while I draw. trying to find a full body reference of this one. I'm sure it would help if I knew the actual name of this ranger, but yeah. Good enough. Okay, I'll just go with that one. Oh yeah, Grafeld, go for it. It might be a little bit before I get to it, but I will definitely take your request. You're joining us here in this stream. Stupid request, ask away. But it has to be something silly. If it isn't silly, I will sillyfy it. And we'll see what happens. Steve Urkel? Okay, I think we can work with that. And it's funny that you mentioned Steve Urkel, because I listen to a podcast called My Brother, and Me, which is done by the McElroy brothers, who are some of the best personalities on the internet, in my opinion. So, they just, in one of their latest podcast episodes, they were just talking about Steve Urkel, so I just kind of had a mental flashback to that. Get that big old belt buckle. These Power Rangers must be from Texas with their big belt buckles. Oh man, okay, I just had a little bit of mental synchronicity there. Texas Rangers, Power Rangers, Chuck Norris is a Power Ranger. Oh snap. Okay, he is mowing this lawn, so I gotta draw a lawnmower. I've gotta stop putting so much detail into these drawings, or I am going to run out of all that time, so they're about to get a little bit more doodlier. Doodlier? That's a new word. It's my word. Only I can use it. Trademarked. Insomnia Doodles. Doodlier. Okay. Yes. Yeah, Family Matters is pretty good. Okay, so, Steve Urkel, pretty great. But, what in the world is Steve Urkel doing? What is he up to in this drawing request? Because right now we've got a vampire cat and a Power Ranger mowing the lawn. So we gotta kind of stick with the absurdity theme here. I can't ignore that arm that I just drew, please. For the love of God, that did not happen. Oh God, anatomy. Why? I should have just stuck with what I had before. Okay. But that would have made a much wider lawnmower. I have no idea what he'd be doing. Well, I know he's got an affinity for cheese, right? Always eating that cheese in the show, if I remember correctly. They were talking about that a little bit in that My Brother, and Me podcast episode that I briefly mentioned. Okay, so I'm drawing a lawnmower from memory. Let's see how bad this is. Lucky for me, I just got a new lawnmower, so I kinda sorta have an idea of what it looks like a little bit, maybe. Okay. Maybe he's unwrapping a craft single. I'm thinking about how I can draw that and make it look funny, otherwise it'll just be Steve Urkel getting into his cheese. And that's normal Steve. Maybe he's maybe he's at a cheese convention and he's cosplaying as a craft single. Do you think Steve Urkel would cosplay? I mean, he'd have to. I know that cosplay wasn't really a thing back in the Family Matters days, but if Steve Urkel were here today, who do you think he would cosplay as? Oh, you know what? He's a chemist, right? He would definitely be doing some Breaking Bad cosplay, you think? I could totally see Steve Urkel trying to pull off a Heisenberg. Or, oh wait, that's right, this is a cheese convention. Well, I mean, I was talking about, for the drawing, a cheese convention would be great. A can of Cheese Whiz is hilarious. I may have to go with that. But, just in general, at like a Comic Con or some other cosplay convention, what would what would Steve Urkel cosplay as? Yes, that's what I was thinking. Walter White, Grafeld. Can you just imagine Steve Urkel saying, "Say my name," like all serious? Oh God, that's hilarious. That's funnier than it should be. I got distracted by that image. Okay, so here's my lawnmower, and I gotta give this man some legs. Okay. Take a look back at that reference image I have there. Oh God, Grafeld, me too. Me too. I was born on 1990, so I got to experience it for a little while. You know, back when Smash Mouth, NSYNC, and the Backstreet Boys, not to mention those Spice Girls, were all up in that radio. And the TV was the best. Why did my dad let me watch Ren and Stimpy? I do not know. Rach, we're all old. I'm turning 27 this August. Help! Make it stop. Come be old with us. It's okay. Okay, I gotta look at those Power Ranger legs there. Okay. He's got a ring on his thigh. Chin. So we'll do that. And I think we've got our, well, I need to fix his outfit a little bit. This part's not big enough. His shoulder thingy is actually much bigger than I had drawn it. Let's go with... Wow, that thing's a little weird to draw. That's okay. Once I have this done, I can go on to drawing Steve Urkel cosplaying as a can of Cheese Whiz. Okay, good point. Rach, you're a little bit older than I am, but not by too much. Oh my God, Grafeld, Rocco's Modern Life. Yes, that's another one. Oh man, 90s TV was just so much better than what we got today. It's also the reason why all of us turned out to be so salty and sarcastic. We learned it at a very young age, and you know what? I'm glad that we did, because it's helping us cope with certain world events. It's good to be able to laugh at our misfortunes. Okay. Almost done with this Power Ranger mowing the lawn with his green thumb. That pun, though. Okay. Yeah, that's true, Rach. I don't want to, like, go out and say, you know, oh, harumph, blah, PC culture, yada yada. Because for the most part, I think it's good to kind of watch your P's and Q's and try not to offend people. That diamond's too big. But at the same time, I mean, I posted something on Facebook once that was, you know, in support of my friends who are transsexual. And somebody flipped out saying that it was transphobic and called me transphobic and flipped out on me. It was that post that was going around a long time ago saying, like, you know, Native Americans even acknowledge that trans people exist. And I shared that. And she flipped out on me. Like, dude, I'm on your side. Trying to help, you know, spread empathy here. Nope, she flipped out on me. It was a big thing. It was awkward. But that's the kind of thing that bothers me about, you know, quote unquote PC culture. Because it makes everybody else who just wants to not be an asshole look bad. Because I don't want to be an asshole. I will watch what I say as to not, you know, offend people, but I mean, there are people out there that are really, really uptight about certain things, and stop it. Please. Some things you just gotta let go. Swear to God, if any of you quotes Frozen, I am going to burn my computer. Okay, gotta look back at this chat. Grafeld says he doesn't have a Facebook for those reasons. Yep, right there with, well, I mean, I have a Facebook. I love talking to friends on Facebook, but I'm saying I totally agree with, I understand why he wouldn't have one. Just a lot of people spouting their opinions and everyone else getting offended or mad. Really, it seems like a lot of people just want an excuse to get mad anymore. And that is kind of annoying, you know. But I'm right there with you on that. But hey, we're not here to talk about sad things. We're here to laugh at funny doodles, so. Steve Urkel as a can of cheese whiz. I'm actually kind of tempted to draw Steve Urkel cosplaying as Walter White, but that would be a little bit more detailed than I'm willing to do today. But anyway, here's our Power Ranger mowing the lawn. I'm gonna have him saying, I have a green thumb. Just got a text from my buddy here. Oh, that's from Justin. He's starving, so he's gonna grab some fast food on his first break. I'm still gonna make that steak later, though. I think he's probably wanting me to check the bank account and see if we've got enough in there to get fast food. Well, that just made me sound real poor. Don't worry, we keep our money in our savings account until we need it, so I'm checking to see if I need to transfer some over so he can get his food. 1 second, guys, I'm sorry. Also, I'm sorry for clearing my throat. My lungs are giving me a little bit of an issue lately. I think it's just allergies. Yeah, he's got enough in there. We're all good. Okay, sorry for all that, guys. I hate letting the stream sit idle like that, but I've got friends, and when they talk to me, I talk back, so. Let's see here. Yeah, I've got a green thumb. And there is our Green Ranger mowing the lawn. Excuse me, I'm gonna make a note here that this was a request from DanJakes. Fixed up by RachBurns. By the way, Rach, I saw your updated version of that drawing that you've been working on for a while. And it is still looking good. I'm proud of you. You're kicking butt with that. It's taken a long time to get done, but all good things take time. Alright, let's shrink this guy down a little bit. And stick him up here next to our vampire cat. Make him a little bit smaller. Okay. Whoops, I put that up there a little bit too high. Cut off his speech bubble. Alrighty. Next up, Steve Urkel, cosplaying at a cheese convention as a can of Cheese Whiz. This is gonna be great. Oh hey, you're welcome. And I'm glad, yeah, that's the thing with the really, like, complicated drawings like that, you do learn a lot in the process. Okay, let's merge those layers together, make a new layer. Get that Steve Urkel. You know what? I'm actually thinking about, here in just a little bit, after I've done a few drawing requests, streaming a game of Drawful, maybe, see if my computer can handle it. I tried it last time, and I had a hard time running it smoothly on my stream. But since I've got my stream up on one computer and my computer just, you know, doing its own thing, like having my Twitch account up so I can keep track with chat on the other computer, it kind of splits up the CPU a little bit. I might be able to handle it. I think I'll give it a try if you guys are up for some Drawful. Grafeld, well, I mean, when I first started out drawing, it was not great. It takes a lot of practice. Nobody starts out knowing how to draw. If everybody started out, you know, having a whole bunch of skill, being an artist wouldn't be something that you could really brag about all that much, because then everybody just starts out awesome. It takes a lot of hard work, a lot of practice. Okay, let's bring up a picture of Steve Urkel. Oh, that's a great picture. We'll go with this one. Well, let's see if I can find a full body picture. Oh, there we go. Yep. In all his glory. I guess I don't really need a full body picture of Steve Urkel since I'm drawing him as a can of Cheese Whiz. So, we'll just go with this one. That'll work. And just because I can, I'll share with you guys the link that I'm using as a reference. Yeah, you're right, Grafeld. Hard work is indeed hard. Okay, let's see. Get to work on that Urkel face. Poking out of his Chiswees, guys. Wow. I can talk. Poking out of his Cheese Whiz costume there. Chiswees. Wow. Okay. Let's get that Steve Urkel face up in this Cheese Whiz. I think I need to rotate that a little bit. I drew it at too much of an angle. The joys of digital art. Cheats. Okay. And I'm sorry for falling silent again. I got distracted doing the arts. I'm not used to talking while I draw, but I'm trying. So, take a look back at chat real quick. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm going for, RachBurns. I'm gonna do that that style of costume. Okay. I'll get those glasses on there last, but right now I'll get those squinty eyes going. Because he's squinting in this picture and he'd absolutely be making a face being in this cheese whiz. So what are you guys up to tonight, other than this? Whatever this is. I think next time I do a stream like this, I'll need to find some sort of music to play in the background. That way it doesn't get too terribly boring for you guys. Just watching Twitch and listening to the YouTubes, chatting to friends. Sounds like a good time. Putting off working on my picture? Rage. Come on. We were just talking about hard work. You know, being an artist and having to work hard. Can't be lazy. I'm just kidding. You're alright. I've got a lot that I'm actually supposed to be working on right now that I'm just not. Like that, that sorcerer drawing that I started, that tiefling sorcerer for D&D. I just never got around to finishing that one. And to be honest, I don't know if I'm going to. Steve Urkel's got more of a forehead than that. I give him a forehead. That's a little better. But it's not going to look like Steve until I get those glasses on there, huh? Let's do that. Aw, well thank you. I'm glad that you think this is more fun. Okay. Get those big old glasses. Oh yeah. Hi kitty. I don't know if you heard that or not, but my cat just came up and murred at me. She says hello, by the way. Pet the kitty for, well, she just ran away from me. But when she comes back, I'll definitely give her some pets for you guys. If she'll let me, I'll at least give her some neck scritches. Oh yeah, those 90s glasses. Yes. Man, I lucked out. I didn't get any of those as a kid. I did, however, get stuck with some Harry Potter looking glasses for a little while. When I was really young, I actually got teased by my sisters because I had those glasses, and then I also had a, oh yeah, you know I'm about to say it, bowl cut haircut. His glasses are a little bit more thin than that. So I'm just going to thicken that line. Oh yeah. I keep going back to Steve Urkel as Walter White though, that just keeps cracking me up. That would have been hilarious to see. I may have to do that some other time just for fun. You give him those kawaii eyes because he's so happy to be Cheese Whiz. Oh god, that's not kawaii at all. That's more kawaii. Ha ha ha. Scary. I know a little Japanese, guys. I took Japanese in high school. Not to brag, but I was pretty sugoi at it. Okay, I'll stop. I did have a good time in Japanese class, though, to be completely honest. It was a lot of fun, and my Japanese teacher was very nice. Well, she was a very, very good teacher. I enjoyed her a lot. I miss her. I give her a lot of credit for the fact that I graduated, actually. She kind of took me under her wing and supported me. Somebody just drove by honking. I wonder who that was. Oh, okay. Well, here's our Steve Urkel face. Let's get on that Cheese Whiz. Oh, Grafeld. I gotta get caught up in chat. I've been getting distracted. Grafeld, my eyes have been terrible my whole life. I think they tried to give me glasses when I was a toddler, and I kept throwing them off, of course, you know, being a toddler. So, yeah, I was supposed to have them, though. I didn't really actively start wearing glasses until elementary school, I think. Oh, Grafeld, you took Japanese in high school, too? That's cool. Was your teacher Japanese? My teacher's name was Sachiko Kawakubo, and she was pretty awesome. I enjoyed her class a lot. I was also secretary of Japanese club for I think it was only for 1 year, maybe just a half a year the last year that I was there, but I don't remember. That was quite a few years ago. Yeah, a tiny ball of fury. Yeah, with Japanese culture, really, a lot of people called Sensei mean, but I mean, I think it was just them not being used to somebody so strict and serious. Because with Japanese culture, they are a lot more strict when it comes to, you know, things like getting your education, which is a good thing in my opinion. And she put her foot down on a lot of things that she felt the need to put her foot down on. And a lot of people construe that as being mean. But I understood her. I'm sorry. I just cracked up for a second. This Cheese Whiz is it's gonna be great. I need to make that a little bit bigger though, I think. There we go. Oh, how did we get here? Okay. I am Cheese Whiz. That's my Steve Urkel voice. I am the cheese. I'm starting to get a little hungry myself. I think that after this drawing, I might take a break from doodling for a little bit and maybe play a game of Drawful. Have you guys ever played Drawful before? It's pretty funny, and you can play with me, is the thing. It's, you don't have to buy it, since I've already bought it. Um, I start streaming it on here. You guys go to jackbox.tv, join in the game, and, you can play this game with me. It's a lot of fun. If you've never played it before, and you're willing to try it out, I'll bring it up and we can do that. If not, that's okay too. I'll just keep doodling. Or I'll put the stream on hold for a little bit while I get something to eat. What did his sneakers look like? Oh no. I need to look that up because I'm sure they were fantastic. Grafeld, you're scared? Mildly? What's scaring you? Oh yeah, he's got those high socks. And those shoes. I need to make these pants a little bit higher up there. Oh, feet. Come on, you can do it. There we go. Have to wrestle with anatomy on occasion. Wait, Grafeld? Our Japanese teachers had the same name? What? Her name was Sachiko Kawakubo. You didn't, like, where are you from, Grafeld? I'm gonna type her name into chat just in case it's hard to hear. Holy crap! Grafeld, do I know you? Do I know you? Okay, hold on. Pause the stream. What is going on here? Holy crap. Grafeld, did you find me on, like, are you somebody on my Facebook friends list just messing with me? Seriously? Because I live in Indiana too. Okay, come on. You gotta tell me. What is your first name? And how did you find this stream? Because this is too much of a coincidence. I'm sorry, people watching the stream right now that are confused. Jeremy. I'm trying to remember if I knew any Jeremys or not. I was on your following list. Maybe. I mean, I did stream Stanley Parable before. But... Oh, okay. Well, dang, let's hear. What year did you graduate? ...2007. So you graduated before I did. I graduated. I was there about a half a year later than I should have been because I was a really lazy freshman and sophomore. But I think technically I graduated in 2011. That's crazy. Yeah. That's hilarious. Okay, wow. This is insane. I am super paranoid that you're just somebody messing with me that actually knows me, but holy crap. Do you still live here? I'm I'm gonna believe you because I want to believe something this awesome just happened. Wow. Do you do you know about Dragon's Den Gaming, Ben Savoy's card shop? Again, I apologize to anybody else watching the stream right now. This is just too awesome. Yeah, yeah. If you, I hang out there on very, very rare occasions. Um, yeah, I go there to get my D&D supplies from him. I just bought all of my books and a DM screen. Um, and I used to play Magic the Gathering a lot. I was actually in a tournament one year for draft that I actually wound up winning. um, well, I think I got I think I got second place. I don't remember, but I got a prize. I wish that you guys. I know this video is going to be saved to my Twitch channel, and I apologize to the people who are watching this and not seeing this the chat. But there is a person in here, Grafeld, who is in my hometown randomly. Just and they found me randomly on Twitch one day. That's awesome. Okay, I used to play Magic with him before he had his store, but I never played there since I kinda cashed out a lot of my collection. Gotcha. Well, hey, you know what? You send me a whisper sometime because this is just awesome, and I kind of feel like I need to run into you at the store sometime, and we can have a good laugh about this in person. But I do have to get back to drawing this Steve Urkel cosplaying as a can of Cheese Whiz. This is spooky and awesome, Grafeld. Thank you for coming to my stream. This just made my whole night. That's crazy. I can't get over that. Holy crap. Wow. But yeah, a lot of people thought that Sensei was kind of mean, but I think it's just her the Japanese culture, being more strict. She and I had a few good heart-to-hearts though, so I understand her. And I miss her a lot. I haven't talked to her since I graduated, really. Actually, no, that's not true. She ran into me when I was working at Kroger, a while ago. Yeah, right. That's crazy. But yeah, let's get the circle done. Okay. I gotta look up can of Cheese Whiz. You know what? Steve Urkel's not wearing long sleeves in this picture. I guess he does wear a jacket in the show, though. Doesn't he? Look at some... Yeah, he wears his jacket. I'm just gonna say he's wearing his jacket, because I don't want to draw arms. Oh, man. Okay. Can of Cheese Whiz. Easy cheese. There we go. Let's go with that one. Oh, hey, Rach, that's fine. Go ahead and post a link to your DeviantArt too if you want to. RachBurns is asking if she could offer some line work for $10. That would be cool. And Grafeld, as far as I know, yes, Sensei is still teaching. I saw her with the foreign exchange students when they came for when they come around Halloween last. I don't think it was last year, maybe. Maybe it was last year. I don't know, but it was fairly recent that I saw her with the exchange students. Okay, that's how that goes. Yeah, she has. Yep. I'm wondering when she's gonna retire. I don't know. She doesn't seem like the type that would want to retire, to be honest. She really does love her job. And I can tell. Just with all the crap she puts up with and all the patience she shows. She must really enjoy it. I have a lot of respect for her. Grafeld, I just cannot get over that you... I mean, the thing is, I mean, to everybody else paying attention to this stream, our small town is... It's so little, and there's hardly anything here. Like, there's a Walmart, there's a Kroger, there are a few other little stores, there's a movie theater, and there's a decent park. And that's it. That's all we've got. It's hard to find work here. I mean, don't even get me started on the opioid epidemic, but it's not a very well-known town at all. So randomly finding somebody on Twitch that's from this town, that's crazy. Yeah, that's true. Just seeing anybody from Indiana is rare enough. But from this town in particular, this is nuts. But, yeah, a lot of our teachers did wind up retiring. I think Miss Beard retired not that long ago. Well, it was a while ago, actually. But yeah, she retired. I think she's a substitute teacher now, though. I ran into her not that long ago, and we talked about it. Trying to draw a can of cheese whiz. Yes, she was. I actually met my fiance in her class. We took her creative writing class together, and we fell in love, and we've been together ever since. But yeah, this is insane. Wow. I almost can't believe it. I'm still in the back of my mind. I'm still a little paranoid that there's somebody that I know just messing with me, but I mean, it's possible. It's entirely possible. And I want to believe it's true, so I'm gonna let myself believe that. It's insane. Steve Urkel at a cheese convention. Pasteurized cheese snack. I'll check chat here in a second. I'm just gonna leave pasteurized cheese. It says pasteurized cheese snack on the can, but I'm gonna leave it like that. Okay. Wow, this stream has turned out to be a lot more fun than I thought it was gonna be. Definitely a lot more surprising. Did not expect to run into somebody from the Ville. And draw that cracker. And then I'll take a look at that chat and get caught up with what I'm probably missing there. Here we have it. Steve Urkel in a Cheese Whiz costume. Cosplaying at a cheese convention. Great. Look at what you have created, sir. What have you done? Thank you. Thank you, guys. I'm glad you like it. Oh, Grafeld. Don't know if you've, let's see here. I guess I'll just drop my name. I'm, Sunshine Ammerman. So, I don't know if you've heard that name around or not. I worked at Kroger for a while. I quit working there last June, around sometime. But yeah, this is beautiful. Thank you for your request. I love it. That is just too great. I don't want to shrink him down too much. Oh no, I made him fat. Okay. I'll just move him up here in the corner. This is great. I'm enjoying this so far. Okay. But yeah, Grafeld, if you send me a whisper, like if you ever plan on going to Ben's shop or something, let me know and I'll try to show up that day. 'Cause it's just crazy that it's just crazy. Wow. I can't get over it. Okay, so we've got Vampire Cat, Green Ranger mowing the lawn, Steve Urkel at a cheese convention. I could not ask for more. Does anybody else have any other suggestions? Also, you guys have been in here for quite a while, so I'm gonna do this real quick. And if you look in the chat, I just put something in there that tells you about Doodle Bucks. You're earning these just for being in my chat and watching my stream. And if you want to save up your Doodle Bucks and get drawing requests from me, just go to that link that's in there. And you can make requests. I think the most expensive one is like 120 Doodle Bucks for a decent drawing. Ah, Revlobot just made their announcement right after I did. Well, guess I didn't even need to do that after all. Well, let's see here. Since we don't really have very many people in the chat or in the watching my stream right now, do you guys want to try to play a game of Drawful? A creature playing bongos? That's cute. They're called bongos. My mom had a pair of those because she is a hippie and they like those things. Okay. But I think that I'm actually going to give my wrist a little bit of a rest here. Holding my Wacom tablet pen and drawing with it unfortunately causes my carpal tunnel to flare up after a while, so I have to take a little break every now and then. And since we're kind of at a downtime anyway, Rach, it should do it just fine. You just got to open up a new browser tab window. Go to jackbox.tv. I'm going to put that in here. It's in the chat. Go to jackbox.tv, and when I get the game up, it will give you a room code to join in. Put in that room code, give yourself a name, and you can join the game. I did not intend for that to rhyme, but you know what? That's cool. Alright, let's see here. I'm gonna bring up Drawful, and we'll wait a few minutes. Usually people will join in on Jackbox games, like Drawful and stuff, on Twitch here when they see it's live. So we'll probably get a few more people joining my stream once I get this up and going. But it is going to take a second while I get this game started. And hopefully my computer can handle it. And I've got to get OBS to switch from Psy to Drawful. So it's going to take just a second. Cool, cool. Alright, well let's give this a shot. Thanks guys. I think that the minimum for Drawful 2 is 3 players, so we've got just enough people. You just gotta wait for it to start up. So I apologize for the wait. And I guess in the meantime I can edit my stream title. Okay. Got my stream title set, changed, so. This should bring in some more people, I hope. Drawful, why are you not starting up? It's taking a long time. I'm sorry, guys. But I am working on it. Oh, okay, Grafeld, I'll hope you join me again sometime. But, I'll see you later. Take care. Have fun. Thanks for dropping by, and that's small world, huh? Well, Rach, I guess it's just you and I for a little bit. We'll, wait for some people to show up to play Drawful. I'm sure they will. But my computer's just being slow for a second. If I have any problems streaming this, if I have any problems streaming this because my computer's being slow, I'll just stop the game, and yeah. And then I'll just get back to doodling, I guess. Oh, what Drawful is, it's, let's see here, have you ever played Pictionary before? It's kind of like that. The game will give you something to draw, a suggestion, something really weird. Like Kitten Karate, or, I think the weirdest one, let's see here, what's the weirdest one that I've ever done? The weirdest one that I have ever gotten, for a suggestion was, my belly button is a bagel. So it'll give you something really weird and obscure and hard to draw. And you draw that with your mouse. I would use my tablet for this, but it's really slow on the game for some reason. So I have to use a mouse. But you just use the tools they give you. They give you 2 different colors to play with. You don't get an eraser. You can't erase it. And you try to draw whatever they suggested. And then everybody else playing the game tries to guess what it is that you drew. And then you get multiple choice to choose, you know, from the multiple choice options listed, which one you think it is. Unfortunately, Steam is being very buggy at the moment, and it's not loading up the game. I apologize for the wait, but it's just you and I chilling here anyway. Good luck. You can try it with your tablet. I don't know if other people have had success using a tablet or not with this game, but mine doesn't like to do it. So, let's see. Oh no, Steam error. Let's try this again. I don't know what the problem is. Well, here in a couple of weeks or so, I'm going to have a new laptop that I'll use to stream with. So, and it's got a beefy graphics card and a really good processor, so it'll be great for streaming, but unfortunately until then, I don't know if I'm going to be able to get Steam to do its thing here. Hold on. Let's get Task Manager in here, force it to stop, and then restart. Sorry, Steam. Take a nap. Okay. And let's start it up again. Oh, it's updating now, so I'm guessing it just probably got hung up on needing an update. I apologize for the technical difficulties, guys. You know what, Rach? I'm about to whack my computer. That's not a terrible suggestion. It'd definitely make me feel better, if anything. Alright. Okay, I've got Steam rebooted here. Let's try this again. There we go. Okay, great. Just 1 second while I get OBS to show. Make side go away, and I'm gonna have to fix this. Hold on a second. I'm gonna have to play around with the properties here for a second. I will get this full screen. I've just gotta fix it. And I apologize. I'm still very new at getting these things set up, so I'm sorry if this is not working so well. But I will get this full screened. Fit to screen. There we go. Duh. I was completely overlooking the fit to screen option. Oh, that's funny. That's great. Can you, are you able to hear the game volume? There should be music. Let me get my mixer up here. There we go. Can you hear me over the music good enough, or do I need to turn down the music by chance? And it looks like my stream might be buffering a little bit. I hope that stops. Okay. So is everything good, like volume-wise? Can you hear me alright? If the music's too loud, let me know and I'll turn it down. You do need to be able to hear the game volume because it will give you instructions. And if my stream is buffering too much, please let me know. but I just need you to go to jackbox.tv. How's that for volume? Is that alright? Okay, so is it buffering bad for you? I need to know. Because if it is, I'll, my computer probably can't handle it. Oh, that'll stink if it can't. But that's alright. Because unfortunately, if it's buffering too much, the game won't be very smooth. There's going to be a big lag, and it'll just cause a lot of issues in game. So if it's not wanting to cooperate, probably just have to give up on it. Yeah, I think that I'm not going to do Drawful then. Okay. Sorry about that. Unfortunately, my computer can't handle it. Just give me 1 second while I fix my stream here so I don't get people coming in here expecting to play Drawful and not getting that. Actually, let's see here. I think I might actually close my stream for now because my wrist is giving me a little bit of trouble and I need to let it rest. And I'm also kind of hungry, so I think I'm gonna go get something to eat. I think let's see here. I've been streaming for about an hour and a half. It's not terrible, I don't think. So I had a good time though. And I hope that you'll join me again for another doodle stream in the future sometime, hopefully. It's okay. It's not your fault, and it's not my fault. Just my computer being silly. But hugs right back at you, and thank you for joining me. And I hope that those of you who watched the stream recording on my channel, if you did, thank you for that, by the way. Sorry for the big moment of distraction that I had there when I amazingly ran into somebody from my small hometown here on Twitch. That's random and crazy. Yeah, you know what, Rach? You're right. She just wrote in chat that I just wanted her to plug in her tablet and get to work on that picture she's been working on. Yep, no excuses now. Get back to work. But maybe I'll stream again later tonight. I don't know. We'll see. If I do, it'll be late. Actually, crap. I can't. I've got college tomorrow. I'm starting my college class. I'm taking a little course on social media marketing, graphic design, video editing. It's going to be a lot of fun. This is my first time ever taking a college class in my life. I'm a little bit nervous, mostly just excited, but I think it's going to help me improve my social media presence, which, I mean, hell, why not? So it'll be great. Anyway, I had a really, really great time with you guys hanging out with me. I'm going to post the drawings that I did tonight on my DeviantArt. And you know where that's at, RachBurns, but in case we've got a stalker in here that I'm not seeing in the chat, my DeviantArt is www.insomniadoodles.deviantart.com. You can also find the link to my website on my Twitch channel here if you scroll down a little bit. And from there you can find all of my social media outlets. And I will be sharing that drawing that we did tonight of a vampire cat, or vampire bat cat, Green Ranger mowing the lawn,